It's the last day of May 24, so I wanted to take us back all the way to beginning to one of, if not the first release from A24, Spring Breakers. Directed by Harmony Korine, stars Venessa Hudgens, Selena Gomez, the director's wife, a fourth girl, and James Franco. This one's about four college girls who are indistinguishable from each other apart from Selena Gomez, who plays Faith. She's the Christian one. And they go into spring break. It's Ferris Bueller 2, Spring Break. They go to spring break and they get into some shenanigans. Eventually they meet up with James Franco, who is this trashy white rapper who's also like into drugs and guns and doing crime. Basically trying to play Grand Theft Auto 6 IRL. His character's name is Alien, and he's just like the biggest scumbag you've ever met. He bails them out of jail after they party a little too hardy, and maybe they get into a little bit of crime. Kind of crazy that you can just bail some random people out of jail if you have the money. It's almost like the prison system is designed specifically to punish poor people. Anyway, so I wanted to look at this one because I had heard a lot about it when it first came out back in 2012. So this was like right at the start of A24 becoming a company. And it was talked about a lot at the time for one, having a James Franco performance that is kind of very different from his usual stuff, playing just like the most scumbag guy ever, and it's kind of very uncomfortable because one, real life James Franco is also kind of a scumbag, and two, it just feels like a real guy. Either you've met a person kind of like this, or at the very least, like, they exist out there. At the same time, you have Disney stars like Venessa Hudgens and Selena Gomez breaking out into a more adult role for a more adult film. Those are Disney actors, but this movie has boobies in it. How can be? The director of this film mostly does music videos, and boy does it show. A lot of sequences are very montagey, very music driven. There's a lot of style over substance. But for this movie, it kind of works. It gives the whole thing this very dreamlike quality. Scenes are not necessarily always edited in exactly chronological order, and there's a lot of crazy bright colors and lights. I feel like this movie specifically kind of popularized the very A24 like neon lighting look, and I think in this one the crazy bright saturated colors works for the tone of the film. Everything is heightened. It's spring break where everyone's doing drugs and drinking and partying to the max. Everything about this movie is just like crazy bright and colorful and in your face, and that's kind of the point.